Once you understand this one thing, discipline becomes so easy. And that thing is, if you don't want to do something, but that something leads to what you want to do, then you want to do that thing. So for example, for me, right, content creation, it is something that's requiring a lot of discipline for me as someone who's not as articulate as he would like to be, and as someone who was really shy, camera shy, and is still camera shy. It takes me forever to actually set it up and prepare myself. I have this whole ritual that I do before recording. It's really hard for me to be disciplined to actually create content, but in order for me to actually become better at it, and that's something that I want to do in the future to grow my personal brand, and that is what I want to do, I have to go through this discipline of setting up and sucking at this. For example, running a marathon, right? Let's say you want to run a marathon in 3 hours or under 3 hours, which is an insane time, right? And that is something you want to dedicate your life to. That is something you actually want to do in a year's time, 2 years' time. Well, guess what? You require a ton of discipline to be able to do that. This running every single day, training every single day, for that will become infinitely easier and infinitely more meaningful once you actually start realizing that, oh, this is something that I don't want to do in this moment, but this is required if I want to run a marathon down the line. This is how it works. And if you really think about it, that is how it goes for everything, right? To build a business one day, to do something one day, to travel everywhere, to travel all the time, you need to have a business that brings you money in anywhere you are in the world. And to build a business like that, it requires an insane amount of discipline. And how you get to that business is by doing the things that you don't want to do. That's sitting down, maybe creating content. If you want to become a content creator and grow a personal brand, you have to show up every single day, create TikToks, create Instagram posts, reels, put in the work, create YouTube videos. You have to script everything. You have to come up with ideas. You have to write, do a lot of persuasive writing. You have to become better at talking. You have to become all these things that are super difficult on their own, but then you combine them all together and becomes even more difficult, right? If you want to travel down the line, or let's say you want to become a traveler YouTuber, to begin with, you're probably not gonna have money to be able to travel and actually make the vlogs. So what you really could do at first is start a freelance business, post those videos as vlogs or as some form of videos on your YouTube channel. And while doing that, you could at the same time do some freelance work that doesn't require you to be there in person, work that you can just simply do online from anywhere you want, right? And then from there, you will slowly gather your audience. You will slowly transition towards actually traveling full-time and getting paid for it, right? That's just how it works with every single aspect of your life. It becomes so much easier to do the things consistently and to do the things every single day and not fully rely on motivation and just doing those things because they're required. Ever since I was 19, I am 25 now. I recently turned 25. I've been just thinking like, oh my god, I'll become a millionaire. I just know I will become a millionaire one day. That is something that I have thought about repeatedly. But the problem with this is that I've tried probably 10 different businesses, and once I failed, I just gave up. So my big goal is to be a millionaire. Well, that's not the sole thing that I want to do, but that's just something that I guess down the line, that's what I want to happen, and that's what will happen, right? If I do the things that are required, right? For these past 6 years, I would say around 6 years, I failed so many businesses. I failed a bunch of content, but a bunch of channels. I failed at so many things. Failed at drop shipping, doing affiliate marketing, doing content creation, doing YouTube automation. A lot of things that I've tried, because those things, I saw those as vehicles that could get me to this millionaire status, right? But none of those things actually felt fulfilling. So that's why I kept quitting them. And at the same time, I didn't have the discipline to stick to those things because I didn't have this kind of content, and I didn't have this realization that I have now, that those are the things that you are required to do in order to get to the point where you want to be. So I didn't really have the discipline and understanding of this concept. So I would simply just give up, right? And then I would keep telling myself, oh, this is my mindset. I want to get there, but I would never stop myself and actually realize that, oh, I actually have to do these things that are really unattractive, really boring, really systematic. I'm like so lazy to actually do these things, which led me to now where I have started this other journey, this other venture that I'm on right now, which is creating content and building a personal brand, which I'll eventually monetize. And I know that I will show up on these channels and post no matter what, and try to build my own digital products, build valuable things that actually help people. The fact that I realized that I have to do these hard, boring things of scripting, coming up with ideas, doing the packaging of the videos, doing the thumbnails, doing the boring stuff, the copywriting, doing all of these things. I came to a realization that I have to do this in order to get there. And now it will take time, but it feels much easier now that I understand this. And I really wanted to share this with you. Make sure that someone finds help in this advice. I know that it will help someone because it helped me. If you found this helpful, I would really appreciate if you left a like and you follow for more, as well as you commented what is the one thing that you're struggling with in terms of discipline, where you want to be in life in 5 years, and what discipline you're going to focus on in order to get there. I will see you guys in the next one.